Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is going to be ultimate best meta build for Martin this time. And you can see there his support and traps are his strengths. And Martin is really just a team player, really. He's not like a killer or anything of that nature. He's best played as a support character. Val is less of a can be less of a support than he can. She can be more of a killer. He doesn't. He's more definitely focused on the support. As I think Val should be, but she isn't. But that's another story. So let's go over the skills first. On the flash platoon there, which is his fever skill, we're gonna be using rapid cooldown because obviously you want to have that as fast as you can all the time. And this increase the paralysis duration is really not necessary. Like this already holds them for long enough for you to like get inside the room and get out before they even leave the stun. So really not necessary, I think. And this one that blinds the cameras and destroys the traps. I don't think the benefit, although it's a good benefit, I don't think it's worth the extra time you get there. So you might as well go with it's like a, you know, almost 100-second difference there. So I don't think it's worth it. You might as well go with the rapid cooldown, okay? Because again, he's all about support, so you're gonna be able to support your team more often if you have the rapid cooldown on. And as far as the mines, this is really up to you. All three here can work. It's just they're just good for different situations, so it's very specific. I can't really tell the best one because they're all equally good, but for different situations. The shock version is really good if you want to be more of a crowd control, Martin. But again, this is only going to be useful if you're playing a Mastermind just relying on creatures. If you're playing like a Nikolai or something, this is completely useless. Alex, for example, is not really that much of a spammer, so this would be useless as well. But again, this is really good for crowd control because this is gonna stun like this can stun multiple zombies at once, not just one. So it combos really well with the flash platoon here. So if this is on cooldown, but you still want to have some crowd control, that's when you use the shock mine. You know what I mean? So if this is recharging, you can use this, and when this is recharging, you can use this, and so on. So you always have an option there, an option A and option B. The flame mine is is definitely better for killing. But again, it's only gonna hit like maybe one or two zombies at best if they're really close together. And it doesn't stun them, it just puts them on fire. But the good thing about this is that you can use on buy weapons as well to save your teammates from grabs. Like you can use on Watavio from Alex. You can like down the zombie and while he's on the floor, place the mine on top of him, and that will give him a lot of damage. You can kill Ivies with this mine. So there's a lot of different usages there, but it's not a crown control based mine, like shock, for example. Which again, like I mentioned, the meta is really not killing the creatures, it's avoiding the creatures. It's all about time, not about killing, So it's really just about, I don't know, you can easily like just like with the shotgun do one shot at the creature and then just go past it. She's gonna be knocked back, and don't even have to worry about it, you know what I mean? You don't have to like waste your time to fully kill the creature. That's not really meta. It's just about rushing and ignoring the creatures. You should see the creatures just as like obstacles. If you can climb over the obstacle, do it. You don't have to like break the wall. You know what I mean? This just requires more effort. Wastes more resources. It just you're still getting this to the same goal, but you're doing more work to do so. It's just not worth it, and you're wasting more time to do so as well. So just jump the wall instead of breaking through. That's my point here. If you can, because that would be best meta, especially for this game. This is all time based. But yeah, those are the usages of the. You can see they all have the same recovery timer as well, so no benefit, no difference there. That's how you use the flame one and the signal jammer. I personally go with the signal jammer because I don't know, I don't particularly think these two are coming to hand that often because I already have the flash platoon running so frequently. So that's why I like to run signal jammer because that counters the shit out of a net ambush, and it counters that build a lot of that build of Alex, the trap build from Alex, that insta trap builds. If you hate those builds, this is going to be the mine for you, because you can just place this on the objective, and she won't be able to spawn traps on the objective. For example, if you want to heal someone at the floor and she keeps spawning mines on top of you trying to heal them, you can just put this on, and boom, she can't do anything about it anymore. Same thing for doors. Annette like to spawn creatures on the objectives with the invincibility from ambush, or at the terminals and things like that. You can just place this down, and again, she can't do anything about it for like 15 seconds. So it's a free objective in that way. So that's why I like to use this, because you can tell like that's pretty meta, and it counters like pretty much one of the two best builds in the game. One of the two best builds in the game. So, but again, it's gonna be useless for pretty much anything else. but uh, but yeah, those are really the usages. I mean, I can't really tell one's better than the other. It's just very specific, and they're all equally good for different situations. I just like to use this one because then I can win those matches in particular that I'm going against these type of builds. They're just very spammy. I can just put this down and I'm safe. I have that area of safety. Okay, so I think this covers me. Because this is not super necessary for me to winning. This is actually going to help on a specific match that it is actually kind of necessary for me to winning. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to have the signal jammer there. Now, moving on. Here on the life hacks. Some people like to use this, but again, like I mentioned, the meta is really not killing creatures. So you don't need damage, you don't need criticals. It's just about ignoring the creatures, not about killing them. And you're already going to be stunning them with a flashbang. So, why do you need to kill them? Just move on. So the two best options here for me. Some people like this as well to cancel the buffs. I don't think this is a big deal because again, you're gonna be you want to be ignoring the creatures, not killing them. So what's the point? If they're buff or not doesn't matter because you're gonna be ignoring them. You're not gonna be near them. You know, you're just gonna go past them. So that's why I don't think this is really a big of a deal. Now the two ones that are big of a deal is going to be either the gas mask or the bulletproof. Now his only counter to firearms in any way is going to be this one, which is the bulletproof. This is especially against a Nikolai. This is going to be really good, and your only counter to guns in general because you essentially will be very fucking hard to go down, which helps because again the meta, the way the mastermind creates a lot of pressure is by downing survivors, especially when he's using guns like I mentioned with the Nikolai. So he can gain a lot of time off that, especially if the person on the floor dies, you lose 30 seconds. So by using this, it's going to be really hard for you to go down and not be one of those survivors that has to be picked up. So you're helping that you're teaming that way. It's very meta in that way. Um, However, lately I just started using this instead, which is a gas mask, which is probably more meta because if you're playing Nat, Daniel, all those masterminds are going to be running. In fact, can be running faction. Even Spencer can be running faction. So anything creature based is going to be a big deal. And again, infection is very meta, so this is going to directly counter that. This is a way bigger counter than the gun here would. So that's why I would say this is probably the first option. The gas mask, and it says greatly increases resistance, but that's like a fucking lot. It's like maybe 40% increased resistance. Maybe something crazy like that. 50% is like really high. Even an Alex is gonna have. It's not gonna be that easy to infect you. So this is really huge, a huge counter to infection. You're pretty much never going to be infection, and you guys are gonna see one of the games that I'm gonna post after the intro here. It's crazy. Like I don't think I got infected once in the entire match. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, you guys will see that. So I think this is better because of the meta. The meta does involve infection, especially when you're dealing with creatures. So that's why I think this will be better than using the firearm one. And you're gonna see in the equipment, I have something that will help with this as well. But yeah, infection. And finally, on the sapper here, we have the minesweeper. Okay, this is the best one. Like this increases the speed, but you don't really need that. Like so what? It's just a few seconds. That's not really meta. It's not gonna help me win the game by doing the traps like 3 seconds faster or something. The switcheroo here allows you to spawn a makeshift mine. I don't think this is useful as well because, first of all, masterminds already do not use a lot of traps, so you won't be using this very often. And and not just that, but when you make your mine, your makeshift mine it's on the same spot that the mastermind that you revert to the mastermind. So the zombie won't necessarily step there, so it's just useless in general as well. Um, he might you're gonna get the safe mine, but like 9 times out of 10, no one's gonna step on it. So you're just again wasting a useful skill here. This EOD suit is pretty dumb as well. Like again, masterminds do not even use traps that often, so you're probably not even gonna get this triggering most of the time. And why you want to speed after? It's like so what? And it probably doesn't last too long. So this is way better. So you actually do not trigger. You're essentially immune to mines. This is way more powerful than any of this, especially on a strategy that the masterminds like to do, where they place traps behind doors, and they kind of keep closing and opening the door with the zombie, and you have to push through. This completely counters that. Cause as you push through, you won't be stepping on anything because you're essentially invulnerable to traps. Okay, so this is like way better, and it's also this stops you completely from actually by mistake stepping on the traps as you're trying to disarm them. So by far the best option here. So these are the skills. Now moving on to the equipments. Like I mentioned, he's all about support, and this support comes from his powers. So that's why we have the energy drink here to decrease the personal skill. and the mixtape to decrease the fever skill. So both here are going to be like a 20, like 15% decrease, which is so we can be using this even more often. These two here. So again, we're even more being able to support our teams even more frequently. Now the last one would be spray, because again, sprays are very overpowered. You don't want people to be going down because, again, like I mentioned, that's a big meta. The mastermind can build a lot of pressure on people going down. This completely counters it. You just like one tap them with the spray essentially, and they back up with full health. It will get you out of tight situations. So definitely spray here meta. And because he has nothing better to use here, so you might as well use a spray, which is going to actually make a difference on you winning the game. In other words, meta. And here is really where the only thing changes. Like, this is kind of random. What you can use it pretty much anything here. But the reason why I like to use the gas mask there is because one of his weaknesses is he actually has low health. So like you could totally use this if you want to, because he's actually a low health character, so this will completely counter that. And now he has full health. You could try using this as well, because one of his base weaknesses as well, is that he's very slow. So you can use this. We're going to give you increased movement to counter that, and it also gives you more knockback, so you can knock back the creatures and ignore them easier that way. You could go for like another mixtape, although I don't think that's useful because the percentage here is really low, so you might as well use something else. Like you go USB if you're the one doing the thing, the terminal, So you see, you have options like you can use like wallets. You can start with flashbang. There's many options here you can do. You can do this for picking up money, or maybe this would probably be the best one because this actually helps you and your entire team in general by picking up more money, and also drop this increased drop herb effect affects not just you but your entire team. So any creature that kills that dies by your team hands is going to have a chance for dropping more herbs there. But the reason why I like to go with the mask there is because you can also use this if you want to focus even more. Like with these two together, like that mask and this thing right here, you're pretty much immune to infection. Like not even Alex is going to be easily able to infect you, as you will see on the gameplay. So that's totally an option. But the reason why I like to go with the mask there is because the gas mask, I think is the name. What's the name? NPC suit is because there's kind of best of both worlds here. I fixed the health issue there with the moderately increased health, so now he's not that low of a health character, and I'm also increasing even more the infection here, So I'll be even more, I get both the health and more infection resistance by using this. It's 2-in-1, consider I'm only using one slot, but you could totally be more focused here if you want and use this instead. You're focusing more just on health alone, or this. And like I mentioned, there's a lot of other options you can use this. You can use here as well if you don't particularly want to focus more on infection and health. But because the meta again is just like ignoring the creatures, not getting infected. Having more health is going to help you stay alive longer, and you're not going to go down as fast to a gun build, for example. And the infection with this increased infection moderately, you're already going to be like pretty much invulnerable to infection, so you're not going to be coughing and wasting time for your team as well, which is again meta. But yeah, guys, those are the few options. This is the build for. Definitely go with the spray here. I wouldn't change this though. And that's it for Martin. Now let's go to the games.
Gets rid of the buffs.
Oh.
No, I ran the.
Okay, guys. So here are the games.
What is the? I don't remember the other versions on it. But
First one's gonna be
really,
against the
I
net
don't
here.
think that's really that useful. Do you think is that useful? Taking the buffs? Because mostly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Now,
just ignore
I
the
was playing a
creatures.
squad, so I will let you guys hear what we were talking during the match, and I'll just make some.
Like for example, I got a shotgun here. I just one shot them and I just ran past them. Really.
I'll just make some important comments as we go along, okay? So I don't disturb the in-game commentary. But this match was really like a very, very good example of why this build is the meta
I got something for your ass.
for Martin, as you probably see. You will see everything that I picked coming into play
It
here.
does look like. Yeah, it does look like.
Oh my god!
This Senat in particular was not playing
I'm
ambush.
using the passive for infection, I believe, right now.
So
yeah,
my mind is not going to be all that
especially
useful.
in a match like this one, is going to be very helpful too for the time.
But against an ambush
I'm dead.
really,
I'm so dead.
really good counter.
Dude, these fucking dogs. Oh my god!
She's using the dog and liquor build here in this case.
Haltet euch die Augen zu.
I have a spray if you go down. My flashbang is
I
ready
need a
too.
green. I really need a green.
Come here.
Yo, open the damn door! Fuck.
Echt unangenehm.
Please help me!
Just go. If you die, I'll pick you up. Just go.
Ich muss Zeit schinden. Es ist fast vorbei. Geben Sie nach.
Ich muss vorsichtiger sein. Danke für
Let me use the flash here.
Gute Nacht.
Get us out of here, let's go.
Ich sterbe, dass es so mal mit mir endet.
To see how I stole the support there, just stunning the creatures so they can go. And the spray there was like insanely support as well. You see the spray saving the day there again. Otherwise, the Mastermind would be able to build a lot of pressure off him going down there. But with the spray, we can nullify that.
Mir geht's
Yo, disinfection is so good, man. The passive. Like I literally,
Leben noch?
like I'm literally like halfway on the fucking infection all this time.
Geht's.
And you see, as I pointed out there, you notice how all of them are infected but me.
Oh no! Oh shit! I had a spray ready.
That's
The blue
because
one.
of the passive that he's using, which is
Oh.
insanely good against infection, and the fact that I'm using the gas mask.
I think I know where you're
Like I showed you in the intro there, with the extra health as well.
I'm gonna buy you a.
There's
a
another moderately on
fucking,
top of it, which you can see it's much impossible to get infected.
yellow
It's really good.
Danke.
You should probably take this too, will you? Or I don't know if you have space for it. There's a. You go back. There's a yellow there.
York's not here. I'm really killing these fucking dogs.
Ich bin infiziert.
He's running away.
I'm gonna flash him.
And you see again Martin come into play with the flash again.
Schlüssel. Aber das Virus wird sie trotzdem von
And the mixtape as well is gonna make sure you have that
Damn,
that
these dogs
thing
are
ready,
pretty
charging
fast.
much faster also.
Mann, das war knapp.
Bro, this passive infection is crazy good.
Ich werde ungern beobachtet. Weg mit der Kamera.
Go, Tyrone, go.
Mann, könnte ich küssen.
I already used my fever, by the way, because all those dogs.
We're going the long way.
Ich fühle mich nicht so gut.
Oh my god.
You need
I
a-
really fucking hate-
Get a blue here. I'll drop it for you.
And you see, because I'm not even getting infected, I can
I
also
fucking hate infections
give herbs
so
to my
much.
teammates instead of me having to use them myself.
William. Wir
Notice how the platoon is already recharged again because of mixtape. So if he happens to grab someone, I can actually use
Hold on,
my
I'm gonna-
flash
hold
here
on.
to save him. Without
I
mixtape,
think
we'll
I
still
might
be
be able
waiting
to
for the
save you with the
cooldown here.
flash. Hold on, it's charging. Yeah. That was totally because of my mixtape. Ole.
I'm gonna get the final one in here, but I'm gonna get grabbed.
Ich fühle mich top.
Je weiter sie es schaffen, desto besser werden die Daten bei ihrem Ende.
Well, like I
He's very
mentioned, the
slow.
mine is not going to be that useful because I'm using the one that's mostly counter to ambush. But if I'm using the shock
My
or
flash is
something,
halfway.
I could be stunning the dogs as well or killing them with the flame. The flame one I could use to release them as well. In case he
Lol.
grabs Tyrone, I can use my flame mine to release them.
No.
Release him from the grab.
I'm coming.
I did the same thing to him.
And see, that's a good way you can dodge Birkin right there, like you saw me doing there.
He's gonna be mad about that.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is. Trust me, he always sends salty messages. Trust me, he always sends salty. Bruh.
Im nächsten Bereich erwartet sie der Tod. Bin dran.
Drew and G is like, fuck you guys. You guys suck. You guys take no skill.
No, here I'm buying the weapons just mostly for the so I can help out on the core.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop blues for you guys because with this passive, I really never get infected. It's really good. She's setting up on the top there. Oh, the core is at the bottom, by the way.
Das wirkt nicht optimal.
Should I flash them? Yeah, I'm gonna flash them.
And see, I positioned myself there in a way where the flash would be able to hit everyone. And now I can place my track mine here, so he cannot spawn anything here at all. Also to defend the core.
The damage.
Fantastisch. Vielen Dank. Ich glaube, Sie sollten jetzt aufhören.
Nice.
Definitiv infiziert.
Hier muss es doch was Nützliches geben.
My flash is ready again. Shit.
Wait, Ultra, where you going? What the hell?
Infektion breitet sich aus. Muss aufpassen.
Yo, this build is definitely the meta for him. Not gonna lie. I don't think I'll take the thing up because there's a bunch of dogs here. So, well, Violet did.
Sie mögen zuversichtlich sein, aber ich werde nicht untätig
I
zusehen.
could have used my flash here. I'm not sure if I will, but I could have.
Can you take care of that lurker?
Das ist für meinen vergessenen Geburtstag, William.
Wer hat denn da als Kind so wenig Liebe bekommen? Außer mir.
Fucking dogs, man.
And you see, my health is bigger as well because of the.
I got him.
Because again, I'm
I have
using
my
the,
flash
the,
ready if she
the
grabs one of you.
I don't know, the NPC suit I think was the name of the
It's not
equipment.
Tyrone.
That increases my health as
I'll
well
take
as the
Sehen wir uns das
helps
mal
with the
an.
infection. So you see, like my health,
Es wird
it's usually never on the red state. That's not because, you know,
I'm not trying
you
to get
usually
near
would
you.
be. It's not because of that equipment in particular. So I'm usually always yellow or green instead of being red. You see, like right there, I would probably have died if I was not using that equipment because my health is bigger. With it.
I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead.
Martin, like Val, he's a low.
I already used my kick. I literally already used my
Low
kick.
health
Just
character.
get the core, get the core, get the core.
möglich.
Hurry
Nice.
up, use
I
the
should have
beaver.
probably used my flash there. I haven't used it so
Thought I
far,
just hold him
but
off just so like doesn't lose it.
it'd probably be a good idea if I had used it already at this point.
Never mind.
I'm gonna flash them.
Ich fühle mich nicht so.
It didn't even blind the zombie. Are you
I
serious?
saw that. I saw that. That was fucked up.
That's bullshit.
Heilung hier.
Machen wir das nicht
So you see again, I can
Is it-
block this path, and now he cannot spawn them close to us. He has to spawn them far because of my
We're
mind.
out.
I put GG easy. I put GG.
Glaubt ihr, wir infizieren die Welt mit einem Zombie-Virus? Nee, oder?
Welche spannenden
So second match now, it's an Alex.
Ah!
You see how my passive is already going to help again with that
Oder
infection.
vielleicht vermeiden wir das? Alle einverstanden? Ja?
Now in this case, she's using
Oh,
the
nice. I have the counter today.
insta trap build, so this is what I mean. Like why I like to use that trap in particular because this is a
Yeah,
perfect.
he's good. He's good against the net, ambush, and this
Oh
thing.
my gosh, he has a
It's
shield.
a perfect mine for countering this.
Nicht
And he's-
spannen.
And he's laughing too.
Sesame,
Lol.
niemand macht sich mehr über meinen Namen lustig.
Well, good news. I'm not gonna take
That
that
mine
much
right there, so
damage.
now he can't place
That's
any
money.
traps
Where's
on top
Tyrone?
of us while we were opening the door.
It's better when he opens the door.
And again, remember
I
we're
have
using
the mine,
energy
so he
drink
won't be
as
able
well,
to
so we're
place
gonna be
the
able to use
traps
our
here.
mines more often.
You're safe.
All right. There's a key. There's a key right there. Ultra, I want you to grab it. I'm gonna grab this repair kit because I'm too lazy.
Schloss aktiv. Erstaunlich,
Grab
dass
that
wir
key.
das jetzt erst gefunden
Alright, I have the
Das war doch leicht.
the skill that I can just walk over them.
Wir das nicht nochmal.
And your yellow boost.
You see right there, I just walk over that mine, but because I have that skill,
Sie,
passive skill,
mit meinem Licht.
Yeah,
I mentioned in the
yeah,
intro,
yeah. He shielded
they
when
don't
you virus the
explode.
camera. He shielded.
We should probably stay together without actually stepping on the trap.
Bleib am Leben, süßes Versuchskaninchen.
This build is actually not
Über
that
deine
strong.
Angst erfahren.
Hier muss es doch
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
Nützliches geben.
How the fuck am I already about to get infected already? What? Bro, I'm using this. I don't care.
Ich bin geladen. Ah, mein Rambock ist noch in der anderen Hose.
Weg mit der Kamera.
Sure, can't avoid that.
Sehe nach.
No, unfortunately, the trap does not stop traps that are already there, but you can definitely stop her from placing more traps once you
I
have
was
the
gonna
mine down.
was gonna disarm them.
Schau mal, ich mach die aktiviert.
Again, right there, it just didn't go down because of the equipment on the health, or
You
that
open
definitely
it in
went
case
down
she
right there.
places something else.
But yeah, the little extra health is what made the difference there.
Das wird dir gefallen.
Thank God I did
Same
not
thing
take
here
really
again,
that
that little
much
extra
damage.
health making the difference here between me going down and staying up.
Sagt man sofort, Wart!
But like I showed you in the intro, you do not have to use the NPC suit in particular. You could just use, you can focus on the health vest alone by itself, but that would be more specialized, you know, than actually going for the infection. Yes, because you know, the NPC suit gives you both the health and the
You have the
infection.
spray.
Wir schaffen das.
Super, genau so.
This guy won't be able to do nothing if my hands ever get on the key card.
Yeah, I can place the mine too. He won't be able to stop you in the terminal.
Die nächste Testphase beginnt.
GG, really.
This means I'm grabbing a fucking Raiden.
Me too. Buy a Raiden for the cameras and shotgun, I guess, so you can stun the zombies and... Well, he doesn't really have zombies, so you can just use the Raiden on the traps as well, if you need. That way
Wait, I
you
heard a
don't waste
trap.
any ammo.
Wait, guys, get near me. Get near me.
Hecke.
Get near me. Everyone. My bad.
How did that hit me?
Guck dir das an. Die Kamera kann ich bestimmt kurz anhalten. Hier ist sie.
I'm gonna check the side.
Dietrich wäre jetzt nett.
I'll go with Ivan. Let
You
me get the
missed
first
that.
aid. Ultra, let me get it. Why? You're Valerie.
Moment. Los, zeig dich!
He's focusing on me. Seems maybe the guys here.
Verschlossen. Wie mein Herz.
Lol. I'll be a tank here.
It's not here.
Einen Moment, ich blockiere die Kamera.
Oh shit.
Warum widersetzt ihr euch? Beugt euch dem Segen der Wissenschaft.
Da ist jemand mies gelaunt.
Nehmt den Schlüssel. Es gibt weitere Herausforderungen.
Das wirkt nicht optimal.
Blick auf.
No, honestly, sometimes I feel like it's best to shoot the trap. It's faster to shoot it than actually do that.
Oh my god, she's grabbing me!
Against
Fucking
Martin.
shit!
I mean, especially if you have a ride, then you're not gonna waste ammo to do so anyway.
Yeah. Next time, give me that first day next time.
Meine Erwartungen waren ohnehin gering.
Nice.
Aber deine Daten waren komplett wertlos.
Come on, he's gonna start placing traps again.
Glotz mich nicht so an.
I'm gonna
can't
place
hear the
my
traps. I
shit
can't-
here,
Schockierend
so you can do it. There you go.
Sesam, öffne dich.
I'll take them. I'll take them. I'll take them. I'll take them.
Oh god.
Zermürbung ist Teil
That's a mistake. You always want to have Tyrone open the door or the Jew with Master Key, because otherwise that happens. You
I don't
get a
think I
free
have
trap.
any greens.
Tyrone kicks the
Yep.
door so he doesn't barge through. He won't take. He can still get hit by the
Stay
trap, but it's
still.
not gonna be as much as Martin did right there. So always have the Tyrone open the door if you're playing this build right here with Alex.
Yo, you should probably wait for us, Pyramid. Especially for my
And again, I
mine.
don't think I need to mention again, but how that little extra health on the equipment is making a difference here one more time.
Thank you.
I had that shit in, but okay. Okay, you're actually being on my last fucking nerve, bitch. Get out.
GG.
Der Weg ist frei.
Das ist ziemlich einfach.
Help.
Tyrone is using his speed there, but you can imagine if he
Oh, and I'm shooting
wasn't,
it.
he would still be able to do it just
I have a
because of
spray,
my mine
whatever.
right there. He wouldn't be able to place any
Wait, can
traps
you-
on him.
Just move away. Just get out of here. Get out of here.
Nice.
Vielleicht kann
Keine
ich
Ahnung,
was
was
finden.
ohne dich gewesen wäre.
Mir das nicht einmal.
Mist, das war knapp.
Eine verschlossene Tür.
Tritt man drauf, sagt
Wenn
man
ich
Okay, I'm
sofort.
coming.
dich angehe, schaffe ich.
Bruh. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I just wanted 10 seconds. I just wanted 10 seconds. I'm coming. Thanks. Bitch.
Das wirkt nicht optimal.
Not me.
She's going back. Go, 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 go. Before the slut comes back and fucking gets a fucking logo.
You think she has the machine gun or the mod? Yeah,
Probably the mod.
I feel machine gun too. No, probably the mod because she feels
Sind erhöht.
like she's a
Aber
tryhard.
kein deutlicher Adrenalinanstieg.
I have two yellows, by the way. I'm gonna drop a bunch of blues. You guys should probably pick it up too. Cause in case he has the machine gun.
Danke.
I'll grab that.
I'm gonna drop a bunch of blue herbs too.
I do not want Ultra to waste her fucking shit right now. Oh, you fucking hoe! Ugh! I fucking hate Alex, bro. Hack the camera. Hack it! I don't care. I'm taking them. You see that trap there?
Nicht spannen.
What do you
Yo,
mean,
I
where?
have a spray out here
Wirklich sehr faszinierende
from the
Daten.
infection.
Schau dich.
Oh, never mind. Let me put the fucking trap down so he can't do that.
Niemand macht sich mehr über meinen Namen lustig.
Haut rein.
She has the speed thing for the chaps, so really, she can really do that fast. She's got to focus on meter.
She's using mechanics. She can do it fast.
I'm not gonna take that much damage, but okay.
Die Zeit arbeitet gegen euch, genau wie ich.
Fuck.
Hier ist Cindy.
Mhm.
Für solche Momente haben wir etwas Besonderes kreiert.
How did she grab me over here? Bruh.
Denn da als Kind so wenig Liebe bekommen. Außer mir.
Oh my god.
Schnell, das Ende ist nah. Hast, füllt das Blut mit Vielversprechen.
Bruh, how the fuck?
She's gonna
Bruh,
grab.
how the fuck does she even grab me through that?
So yeah, guys, that was the last match.
Könnte die Effizienz
I'm sure you guys could see how much the build
I was
works.
really not expecting she'll grab me, bruh.
And yeah,
Shut up, Percy.
lange durchgehalten.
that's the meta
Make
build
me
for
shut up,
Mercy.
ho.
Pyramid
Make
is
me
always
shut up,
fun.
you puta madre.
But yeah, take care. This is the video. See you guys in the next one.